I'm going to show you how to clean the race assembly and change your bobbin in your Bailey Home Quilter. So the first thing we're going to do is take the bobbin out. So we just pull that little lever, out comes the bobbin. Okay, so there's your bobbin case. We're going to take the flippers, whatever their fancy little name is, I don't know it, and we're just going to pull that out. So now you have all of the components, it's all open. Now usually what I do is take an artist brush, nothing fancy, and I just go in there and clean everything to make sure there's no thread, no dust, and believe me, it will dust up extremely fast. And you can hear it in the machine when it starts to get dust up in there, and it's just clogged it up. I use Zoom oil. Sometimes I'll use Singer sewing machine oil, whichever I happen to grab first. I'll put this on a Q-tip. If I'm going to let my machine sit, then I'll just squirt some in there. But for right now, I'm getting ready to work on a quilt, and I don't want all that extra oil on the thread. So I'm going to put it on, just rub it around in there, and then I'm going to put it on the race assembly itself. Now, if your machine is dry, if there isn't enough oil in here, you're going to hear the machine get louder and louder. So generally that's where I'd look if you hear it get louder. Usually other than that, it's the foot. So as you can see now, we have a C, and we're going to put this other half in, which will now make a complete circle. Okay, so now we're going to put the cover on, which the bumps are going to be facing you, so they go outward. I'm just going to put them in, put those flippers back down where they were, and there you go, that part's clean. I don't use canned air. I used to clean the area, but it'll blow the thread and the dust back inside. Not a good idea. It's just as easy. You can use a little vacuum if you want. Okay, I'm going to put my my bobbin in. Goes in clockwise. Always clockwise. Won't work if you do counterclockwise. Going to go into that little slit right there. Pull it up. And if you heard it, there was a little snap. I don't know if I can get it back out of there to show you, but let's try it one more time, see if you can hear that snap. It's going in, pop. You have to get all the way inside there, otherwise your stitches will not work right, and you'll be frustrated. Alright, we're going to put it in just like any other machine, hold that little lever out. There you go, it's all done. Now let me see if my camera is set up so that you can see the front of the machine well enough. I'm going to make a little adjustment, sorry. For those of you who don't know what a lollipop is for the Bailey, this is my lollipop. I don't have it on the machine right now, obviously. Just fits right on there, so that if I'm doing ruler work, it gives me a bigger surface to work with. But that's not what I was doing. Okay, so I was going to show you how I know a lot of people have trouble with getting one stitch to bring that bottom thread up. So what I've done is I have my machine put all the way to the back. I left my post in there. It's on the slowest speed that there is. I'm holding the upper thread, and you're just going to touch that button. One time, it went down. One time. Now, this may be where some of you get frustrated. It's like, okay, I did it, but the thread's not coming up. You have to make sure, oh, see, now I went too far. Good learning experience. You have to make sure that that needle is close to the upper part of the stroke. If it's halfway up, halfway down, it's not going to release that thread because it's still hung up in the bobbin. So it has to be either all the way at the top of the stroke or pretty close to the top of the stroke. You'll be able to get it if it's similar, pretty close, but not there. So let me pull it out one more time so that you can see. I'm going to shorten this just, there you go. Same thing, down. You see, it's not up far enough yet. Whoops, and I've hit it too hard. So now it just went right back down. And I know this is where you guys get frustrated as well. Alright, now I've pulled it up. Whoops, wow. I never have this much trouble. Now I have a big knot in there. Not a good learning time at all. I'm going to cut this off and show you. Well, see, doesn't work 100% of the time now, does it? So we're going to try this one more time. Maybe because it was already up. Move that down there. One pulse. Down. Now, see, and it's already started to come back up. So now it came back up to the top. That gave me my 2. No, that doesn't make sense. Gave me my 2. Let's try it one more time. Go down. See, it's not quite far enough. I can pull, but it's not going to come up because it's still wrapped around the bobbin. There you go. Came all the way up, and you saw the thread just jumped right up. So that's how you do it. Is it going to work 100% of the time? Obviously not, but it gives you a really good idea how it works and how you do it. I hope that helps. I'll be back to show you some other things, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, just let me know. Bye.